Hello everyone, welcome back. This is episode 3 of Paleo Pines. Um, this is my second night in a row recording. I can't really kick the urge to play this game. So I would feel bad um, playing it without recording. Just, I don't want episode 3 to be, oh, the farm is done and, we've 12 dinosaurs, so yeah, had a proper urge to play, so I said I'd hop on, and might be a quicker recording than usual. We'll see how we go. Yeah, just gonna do some organization here. No, I'm gonna keep the logs and stuff on me just in case I need them. Put all my tools up here. Seeds can go down here. What are you again? Fertilizer. Alright, okay. Put that there. Okay. Now, we should be able to go and harvest all these carrots and bring them to Agami. Just while we're here. Unhappy friend, unhappy helper. Has food. Oh, okay. I thought it might have been because they're in the pen together, but apparently not. So that's good news, and it's looking like we're getting way more carrots than just one per seed, which is not what I thought would happen. So that's good too. I wish I had a little cursor just so I could see where I was pointing. I think the golden orb on top is an indicator, but sometimes it's kind of hard to line yourself up. There may be something in the settings, so I can check that actually. No, I can't. So where have those carrots gone? There, 52. Let's just see. So it looks like we're going to need to buy herbivore food. Okay. Well, first things first anyways, we get this food sorted. Before we do that... Do I need to hold this again? Is that what the issue is? No. There we go. Okay, perfect. And I'm assuming the soil is wet, it's raining, so I don't need to water these. And I just seen an achievement there called crop rotation, so maybe my suspicions were correct. Unfertilized and soft. I thought we had... Oh no, this is fertilizer, that's right. Keep an eye on my stamina. I'm assuming I can eat the carrots too, to help with my stamina. Or maybe that's just... you just have to sleep. So yeah, I hope... this is Tuesday, so I was supposed to be on site today for work, in the office, but my headache was still pretty bad, so I didn't want to drive. Not so much in the morning, but coming home, generally when I leave work it's dark, and I didn't want to be driving with, oncoming traffic with the headlights, with the sore head. It's like, I'm quite light sensitive, so yeah, I just didn't want to chance it. And I was able to get all my work done anyway from here. There's some days where we have to go on site to do some testing in the lab, or you know, you have to meet a customer or a supplier, stuff like that. You know, but where we are at the moment in work is a lot of it is just admin work and research and reading and stuff like that. So nothing too. Oh, watch, is that my stamina going up? Yep, perfect. Okay. I thought that it was the book I was trying to get to, but it seems to be just to sit down, so that's cool. So yeah, I stayed home today. Work was a little bit taxing, but um,
Oh.
nothing too terrible, you know. I, how would you describe a cake? Spongy. Okay. So he seems to have a quest for us, but maybe he needs to be by his stall. Let's check up here if we can. No, not yet. Yeah, I've definitely had better Tuesdays, but I've also had worse Tuesdays as well, so we'll take it. And normally, well, not normally, but sometimes, you know, we all have bad days in work, and it can get me down, but I just kind of brush this one off. It's like, it is what it is. You know, these things happen, and I didn't even realize we were giving Granny the carrots there. I just kind of saw the exclamation mark and clicked. Yeah, I didn't let it get me down, so um, you know, I don't want to come into my recordings in a foul mood or feeling down and stuff like that. And I suppose that's part of life too. You know, it's not a bad thing to feel down, um, if it's every now and again. But you know, this is supposed to be my creative time, and you know, using my time for something positive. I don't want to be coming into these recordings, you know, all doom and gloom. And so, yeah, it is what it is. Let's see what Marlo has to say. Wooden rope fence, excellent. That's exactly what I needed. Let's just have a look at the custom orders again, just quickly. So, wooden stool. I'm assuming a lot of these are just for decoration. Campfire would be nice. Damn, 235 shells is a lot. Pawns, yeah. Eventually we might need those. That's pretty. I do like the art style in this game. Um, the the characters are pretty simple, but the the placeables, I guess, is what you'd call them, are I do like the style. There's a nice bit of detail in them. So Granny gave us potato seeds, right? Yeah. And she gave us something else. Maybe she did, and we just don't have the inventory. But let's go home. Oh, hey, Lucky. Oh, I just remembered why we went to town in the first place. We were to get herbivore food. So I think that comes from here. Oh, my inventory. I don't want to sell all of them, you know? Okay. I wonder, is there a bigger rucksack? Because already we're kind of struggling with inventory. Did you say you'll be back? Yeah, no worries, mate. Terrible attitude to have. Like, apparently he's a man of few words, and the few words he has are, you know, snobbery. Wait till you get my T-Rex, man. You won't be so cocky then, you know? I'm just looking. I know one of the. Hello. Oh yeah, this is Mary, I think, with her Utahraptor. Good question. I should probably know this. Oh damn. No, and I can't journal. I really don't know. Let's go with mushrooms, I guess. Okay, sent to ranch storage. So if I don't have enough inventory on my person, it goes to the ranch. Okay, that's very handy actually. So I'd say Granny's gifts went to the storage as well. Don't be a stranger. Can I? No. No, I can't. Oh well. Not enough food on the ranch for Lucky. Yep. We'll sort that right now. So this is the wrong way. I need to go down here. That's what I did in the last episode. I came down the wrong way. Okay. So let's start our inventory. I think you will soon learn that I'm a big inventory guy. So there's going to be a lot of this. Let's put these in here until we actually need to bring them to Carlin. The Dreamstone can stay for sure. We want to plant these potatoes. Let's do the food so we can get rid of that as well. No. Happy out. Take these. I think I'm gonna plant the potatoes. See, this is the thing, is if I make a big massive farm, I'm gonna spend half the day watering them and all my stamina is gonna be gone, so we need to be careful of that. Let's just do one extra row. And that way we have 5 of each on the go. Get our hoe out. So yeah, how much does this cost us? 1. Okay, it's not too bad. Lately, Orla and I have gotten back into Camp Cretaceous. So we watched it when it first came out. I think there was only... I think we just finished Season 1 as Season 2 was coming out. So we timed that quite well. But then we didn't go back to it for a while. I think something else came out and, you know, you get distracted and stuff like that. So yeah, we went back to it over the weekend. Not for any reason in particular, I suppose. Just we we were like, what will we watch? And we seen, actually, I tell you a lie. The reason we started watching it again is because Chaos Theory popped up. So, Camp Cretaceous is based on Isla Nublar, in Jurassic World, so not Jurassic Park, and it follows the story of a group of kids that were at a Camp Cretaceous, when the Indominus Rex gets out. So when the events of Jurassic World 1 happen, it's like a side story about this group of kids that gets left behind on the island. And it's really good. You know, it's an animated show. Um, Camp Cretaceous is definitely for a younger audience, but like Orla and I absolutely loved it. And I think it's well worth a watch. It's a very easy watch. I think, you know, the episodes are 25 minutes long, so nice and quick. You know, you can throw one on when you're having your dinner, or you know, if you've got somewhere to go, throw on a quick episode before you need to leave. Yeah, highly recommend it. Chaos Theory then is the same characters, so the same group of kids, but they're slightly older. Um, so I think in the show they might be 14, 15, 16, and in Chaos Theory they're in college, so what, 19, 18, 19, 20, around that age. And it's very good. We'll see what Owen has to say, and I'll continue with Chaos Theory. She's not dopey at all, mate. Don't say that about her. 5 small stones. I think I do. Ah, don't worry about it, man. Potatoes go off. You have paperweights for a week, and then they'd be rotten. Your notes be ruined. I thought he was gonna ask us to go into the water there for a second. I was like, there's no chance. But yeah, Chaos Theory, the characters, so it's nice, you know, a bit of continuation. You know, you're familiar with the characters, you know their stories and stuff like that. A lot of character development in Camp Cretaceous, which is the first series. Yeah, and the way Chaos Theory is done, it's at least the first few episodes, without any spoilers or anything like that. Very kind of murder mystery, kind of. There's a detective element to it, which we thought was really good, and they have definitely upped the scare factor. Still for a younger audience, you know, there's no gore or anything like that, but yeah, definitely a bit more scary. And yeah, I'd highly recommend it. And I didn't get Paleo Pines because of Camp Cretaceous, and oh, that's interesting. I just got herbivore food randomly. I must watch back and see how that happened. Did I run through a bush or something to pick that up? Yeah, it's kind of a happy coincidence, really. I started playing a dinosaur game at the same time as watching a dinosaur show. I definitely seem to be getting back into my dinosaur era, which is great. I'm delighted. That'll be interesting as well. Cooking pot. That's very like Breath of the Wild, but I'd imagine we have to light this fire somehow. So that's something for us to look into. Need to keep an eye on Freyox energy as well. So yeah, lovely. That's a nice nice thumbnail, I think. The sound of the running water is very nice as well, although I'm not seeing a water source. But it sounds great. I just need to get back up now. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I lost my train of thought for a second. I mentioned before that I'm getting bees. So I have my beehives. Basically, I have everything ready to go. um, to become a beekeeper, except my bees. So we need to plant flowers. You know, a big thing. Hashtag save the bees. All this kind of stuff. Um, you have to plant flowers for the bees to feed on. Um, so I have these little plant pots that I think Orla got me as a gift a couple of years ago, and they're dinosaur plant pots. So they're like little clay pots that I need to paint. So I think I'm gonna paint those, plant some wildflowers, and then, you know, come hopefully the end of February, maybe middle of March, I'll have some wildflowers for my bees. But we have a raised garden, or raised bed in the garden as well, for planting flowers and stuff, to make sure our bees are looked after. So yeah, maybe as the episodes go on, that's something I can talk about a little bit more. When we did our training course last year, I took down some notes. Okay, here we go. This is what Nanya sounds like when she wants fed. One, two, three. Maybe I'm not doing them big enough. Okay. 4. We're not ready for this anyway. We've barely got Layla set up. So, put my flute away, hop up on Lucky, and let's go home. Just some movement in the trees caught my eye there. But yeah, maybe in a couple of videos I'll talk about bees and stuff, how they work. You know, a lot of people, myself included, think when it comes to beekeeping, you know, there's not a lot to it, and bees are pretty simple, and well, I didn't think they were simple, but basically the maintenance is simple, and you know, there's not a lot to beekeeping, and that's not the case at all. So very glad we did the training, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people, you know, you can buy bees fairly easily in Ireland, at least. You can get beehives on Facebook, you know, for a reasonable price, second hand, and a lot of people begin their beekeeping adventures as, you know, this won't be too hard. You know, just give them a hive, and you know, that'll be that. By the end of the year, I'll have honey, and that's not the case at all. And because of that, because people don't have the right training, or they don't have the right information, their bees end up dying, or you know, more often than not, the bees migrate. They swarm and they fly away, and the beekeeper is left with an empty hive. And you know, in theory, they've just wasted a lot of money. Not in theory, they have wasted a lot of money. So yeah, I'm really glad. I'm assuming. Is it just because my inventory is full? I'm assuming we can pick these up. But let's make sure. Sorry, Layla. Make sure to give Layla love. No. Good girl. Yeah, I'm assuming I can pick these up. Yeah, there we go. Fiber. Okay. I need to figure out how to remove these, and I wonder if I pull up my journal. Can I study it? No. Okay, that's fine. Just so we can make a bit more progress, you know, you'll soon learn I'm quite a stickler for layout. So, you know, I don't want to have odd shaped, I want to optimize the space, basically. And this big boulder is making that difficult to do right now. And over here as well, this little corner is wasted. I think maybe if we start taming compies, assuming they need less space, we can fit a compy pen in here. I think Layla's asleep. So if I could use my flute, but I think it's faster just to bring her in. Go to sleep. So yeah, there's a lot ahead of us. We have 2 hives, and we've ordered what's called 2 nukes, so nucleus. So that within a nuke you get a queen, a fertilized queen, and I'm assuming around 5,000 worker bees, which are all female. I think that's a common misconception as well, is that due to kind of, I suppose, the media, you know, like movies like the bee movie, it implies that, you know, the bees who go out and forage are like big strong jocks. That's not the case. The most of the hive is female, exclusively female, during the winter. I don't know why I came out here. I don't actually have an objective. Let's just check our journal and see if there's anything we can do while we're out here. 15 clover, 15 dandelion. Okay, let's see how we are. We might actually have that. Yeah, so the worker bees are female. So when you buy a bee, or a colony is also what it's called, you should get a queen who has been mated or fertilized, is the way some people say it. She then can lay eggs, and those eggs are predominantly female eggs that grow up. They emerge from their cell and begin to work in the hive. And once they're old enough, they leave the hive and go out and forage for pollen. So it's a really intricate process, and I'm not going to do it justice now because I haven't prepared to talk about it. I'm kind of just, I suppose, thinking out loud. So we have 15 clover, and it was a dandelions we needed. We've only 4 of those. That's very disappointing. Let's get rid of the pen. See, I want to build a pen for Layla. But at the same time, we don't actually have the means to get rid of that big boulder. I'm going to keep this in case we tame someone. We're not going to be planting seeds anytime soon. We'll keep these on us just in case, and we'll hold on to the fertilizer for now. I was going to say we can use it, but John, there's no point if we don't actually need it. Okay, so mission for dandelions. Just looking around the farm here as well, see is there anything interesting. Lots to do. Lots to do. I'm assuming this is storage as well. Okay, perfect. Oh well, that's handy to know. We don't need to go all the way into the farm. Yeah, so what I'll do for another video is I'll actually have my notes for the bees, and I'll talk about, you know, their kind of reproductive cycle, and I suppose how the colony works as a whole, because it's really interesting, really interesting. And you know, there is a bit of work in them. The sale of honey in Ireland falls under the Department of Agriculture, because you're selling a food product. So like, as funny as it is to say, you know, there's farmers in Ireland who look after cattle, and they either sell beef or milk, dairy products. Um, but technically, I fall under the Department of Agriculture as well because I'm farming my bees, um, which is kind of cool. Um, but there is, why am I saying this? I suppose like farmers are quite hard-working people, and the bees don't have that much work to them, but you have to check them at least once every 7 days, um, for different diseases, different kind of parasites. You make sure that your brood is what it's called. Your baby bees are healthy and growing correctly. You make sure your queen is still alive. Make sure she's still there, because during the summer, around July, the queen decides to leave, basically. It's called a colony for a reason, I guess. They establish a hive, they live in it for a year, they go, this is great, but we need more space. So what the queen will do is she'll lay another queen egg cell, her successor, if you like. She'll leave a new queen in the original hive, and she'll fly away with most of the colony, more than half, I think. Which isn't great for the beekeeper, because he's gone from having a colony of maybe 50,000 strong to having maybe a colony of, I don't know, 10,000 strong, 25,000 strong, half the colony basically. And rather than having a healthy queen who's laying eggs, you now have a young queen who isn't fertilized, and all these complications come from that. So yeah, I'm not saying by any means that me with my single beehive is comparable to the hard work that farmers do, but I just thought it was funny that if I sell my honey commercially, I have to go through the Department of Agriculture, because it's a food product grown from the land, essentially. So yeah, it's a nice little hobby, and I'm sure it's something I'll talk more about in the coming videos. So yeah, I must go back and paint my hives. They're nearly finished. Another few coats just to protect them from the weather, and then they'll be there. They'll be finished. So I just need to pick a day to do that. But whoops. I thought I saw something there. I'm just looking for dandelions, guys. I know, the gameplay isn't exactly riveting. I'm just kind of ambling around, and maybe this isn't the area for dandelions, Maybe we need to unlock somewhere, and it's, where dandelions spawn more. Let's have a look here. But for now, I'm just going around trying to get that quest done for Carlin. I feel like we were here before, maybe. Or maybe not. This is clay, is it? It's like bricks almost, or wood. Yeah, it looks like wood. I do feel like this is where we finished the last episode, or the first episode, rather. Lucky given out to me because I was running into a tree. Stay overnight. Okay, I was hoping we could climb this. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna finish up here. Oh, hello. Do you know, every time I say that, the game knows. It's like, oh, James is about to finish up the video. Let's put something interesting in front of him. very quickly, let's check these guys out. First of all, I want to use my journal to see. No, okay, fair enough. Okay, relax, relax. No, it was 4, wasn't it? Yeah, I know. Give me a break. I've had a long day. I think I did that backwards, did I? Yellow, blue, purple. Okay. But he's not liking the start. Whoops. Yeah. Embarrassing myself here. It's late in the day for me. Pattern recognition after a long day of work isn't my strong suit, so I'm gonna leave that there. But I do appreciate that, you know, that if you want rare dinosaurs or, you know, dinosaurs with more abilities or whatever, that, you know, you kind of have to work for it. So yeah, I appreciate that. Surely he doesn't have another quest for us. Okay, so can we feed this to Paprika or no? Feed the potato to Paprika, yeah. And Mari is over here. Perfect. So she's the only Utahraptor in the area. Hopefully that's not true because, well, maybe he means this area, like the Green Hill area. Because I would like to tame one. They're pretty cool looking. And I'm assuming, like Velociraptors, Utahraptors worked in packs, so who knows. Maybe the pack thing is just from the movies and that's not actually true at all. There's Gallimimus. I thought I was in the right area. Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, there you go. Styracosaurus. Interesting. Okay. So, let's return home and we'll call it a day. Our quest for Dandelions, we were defeated. How's Lucky? Yeah, she's good at standing. Let's tidy up some stuff before we finish. Make some progress at least. Okay, so fiber. Let's see what we get out of the plant pots, just out of curiosity. Okay, seeds, that's interesting. But yeah, as I said, we will leave it here for this evening, guys. I'm starting to feel quite tired now, actually. Gonna go into bed, read Murta, which is something I've been meaning to talk about in the last few episodes, is this book series I've been reading. It's the Aragon series, or Inheritance series is what some people call it. So yeah, hopefully in the next episode we'll have a big discussion about books. And yeah, I'll talk to you then. Thanks very much.